Hello guys, Namaste and welcome to AndroTrix. Smartphones have come a long way in the past few years. You no longer have to spend a fortune to get a good looking phone that works well and performs great. It's all changed now, especially in the budget category. As India becomes the world's second largest smartphone market, companies are embracing it by launching good quality products at affordable prices. Therefore, when it comes to buying a good mid-range smartphone, companies like Xiaomi and Lenovo are already making a difficult choice for customers. Xiaomi, a name familiar with making feature-rich phones at jaw-dropping prices, launched the Mi Note 3, which is a successor to the Mi Note. It was a hit for a while now, but I guess Lenovo didn't like it because Lenovo has launched two phones in 2 days. The first one being the Moto G4 Plus, which is the successor to the iconic Moto G series. The second one is known as a Zuk Z1. Now, Zuk is an entirely different brand in China altogether, but they are launched in India under the Lenovo brand. So which do you think is the best of the lot? The Mi Note 3, the Zuk Z1 or the Moto G4 Plus? This is Ashish Tekwani from AndroTrix. Let's find out. The Mi Note 3 is the cheapest in the lot, starting at just Rs 10,000, followed by the Zuk Z1 and the G4 Plus at 13,500, although the higher variant of the Moto costs 15,000. Also, by the time I make this video, 10 more phones are already out in the market in the same budget category. The very first thing that anyone notices in a smartphone is the way they look. The Zuk follows a very common design language, looking like an iPhone on the sides. The back is all plastic and isn't that unimpressive. The Mi Note 3, however, with its all metal around the body, has a refreshing design. I have to admit, I am not satisfied with the design of the G4 Plus, and the previous generation was better looking. Lenovo has gone with an all plastic build with some metal around the corners, which gives it sort of a rugged look. Let's talk about ergonomics. I am rather disappointed about the flat back design on the G4 Plus rather than a curved back on its predecessor. But the G4 Plus has chamfered edges, which makes it somewhat better to hold. The Zuk Z1 and the Mi Note 3 on the other hand both feel similar, and there is not much problem in holding the phones for quite a while. Both the phones have similar weight as well, whereas the G4 Plus is the lightest in the lot, thanks to the smaller battery. Despite the same size of the display, the Note 3 is the smallest one with the least bezels. Media consumption is another important aspect, and hence the display of a phone comes to the picture. All the phones in the lot come with a good old 5.5-inch IPS LCD Full HD display, so all of them have 401 pixels per inch, which is good for a modern day smartphone. To make all these pixels work, we come to their performances. Now, it is very interesting because all the phones have vastly different processors and hence different performances as well. That is due to the fact that mid-range processors these days are performing at par with the flagship processors of more than a year ago. The Snapdragon 617 chip found on the G4 Plus is slightly less performing than the 801 chip on the Z1. The 650 chip on the Note 3 performs better than both of them. A quick AnTuTu benchmark reveals the whole story, with the Mi Note 3 having the highest score of over 75,000, followed by a good 63,000 score on the Z1, and arriving last is the G4 Plus with a decent 45,800. Geekbench test reveals the same thing as well, where the Note 3 scores the highest, followed by the Zuk Z1 and the G4 Plus. On paper, Zuk has 13 megapixels on the back and 8 on the front, while the other two have 16 on the back and 5 on the front. None of the phones offer slow motion or 4K video recording, which they are capable of. Zuk Z1 lacks laser autofocus, which gives an edge to the other two phones, but it does have OIS for less shaky videos. I would say that the differences in the camera is wafer thin, and that the best in the lot is the G4 Plus, followed by the Zuk Z1 and the Mi Note 3. With similar battery configuration on the Zuk 1 and the Note 3 at around 4000 mAh, both the phones last more than a day on normal use, but the one on the G4 at 3000 mAh is slower than the competition. Zuk has given us very impressive battery results with still 35% left even after screen on time of more than 6 hours. Mi Note 3 almost died with 10% left after screen on time of 6 hours 30 minutes. Unsurprisingly, Motorola scored a good 5 hour 30 minute screen on time with 14% charge left. All the phones offer a fingerprint sensor which work well. All the phones have a protective glass on the front to prevent it from scratches. All of them come with dual SIM 4G as standard. Zuk doesn't offer memory card expansion because of a 64GB internal storage and 3GB RAM, while the other two come in two options of 16GB or 32GB of expandable storage with 2 or 3GB of RAM respectively. Each phone has its own unique features which others don't get. Like the G4 Plus has Moto Assist and it is splash proof. You can mod the Z1 without voiding its warranty. And the Note 3 has a great design which starts at just 10,000 rupees. You should also keep in mind that the speaker on the Note 3 is on the back, which I don't understand why. If you want to buy the Zuk, then best of luck. And you may not like the price of the G4 Plus. To sum it all up, Zuk is like that near to perfect mid-ranger with a good camera, battery, design and build quality, aimed for the people who like to constantly customize and mod their phones. Moto has some things right with a decent performance, battery and a superb camera, which is aimed for the people who want the feel of a Nexus but at a lower price. And my Note 3 with its awesome design, great performance, battery and a cheaper price with an average camera is for the one on a tight budget. Personally, I'll pick the Z1, and now that your mind is clear, you can choose accordingly as well. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like this video if you liked it. Comment down below which phone do you think is the best. Share it with your friends so that your friends can know the pros and cons of each of the phone. See you next time.